Good morning everyone. I am Shital Tarle and I am FYBEd students, and today I am going to take a digital lesson on subject science. Good morning everyone. So how are you all? You must be fine. Okay. So everyone, we are familiar with elements like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, right? And when two elements together comes together, when they combine, they form compound, right? And in this lecture today we are going to study about such a compounds that are nothing but hydrocarbons. So our today's topic is hydrocarbons. So what is meant by hydrocarbons? Hydrocarbons are nothing but the carbon compound. So what is meant by hydrocarbon? Hydrocarbons are nothing but the compounds which contain only hydrogen and carbon itself. So the word hydrocarbon says itself says that hydrogen and carbon contain. Okay? So the compounds which contain hydrogen and carbon only. Such a compounds are called as hydrocarbons. Okay, so one of the there are three types of hydrocarbon. First one is alkane, second one is alkene, and third one is alkyne. So in that, first we are going to study what is alkane. So our subtopic is alkene. So what is meant by alkane? Alkane are nothing but the hydrocarbons which contain carbon-carbon single bond. Okay? The hydrocarbons which contain carbon-carbon single bond. For example, methane, ethane. Examples of the alkanes are methane, CH4, ethane, C2H6. So, what is the general formula of alkane? So, the general formula of alkane is CnH2n plus 2. So, what is mean by N? N is nothing but the number of carbon atoms, where N is equal to number of carbon atoms, and 2n plus 2 is number of hydrogen atoms. So this formula CnH2n plus 2 tells us that how many carbon atoms and how many hydrogen atoms are present in that alkane. Okay, so we will see this with the formula. Sorry, example. So if we will take n is equal to 1, take the value n is equal to 1, then what we will get? We will just put the values in this formula, okay? So n is equal to 1, that is C1, and H2n, 2 into 1 plus 2, so 2 into 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4. So the formula becomes CH4, and CH4 is nothing but the methane, okay? So if one carbon is present, then that alkane is known as methane, okay? Now we will take another example. So we will take the value n is equal to 2 and we'll put in this formula again. So CnH2n plus 2 becomes Cn is C2, H2n plus 2 is 2 2s are 4 plus 2 is 6. So C2H6, this is nothing but the formula of ethane. Again, if we take the value of n is equal to 3, then what will become? CnH2n plus 2. So C3 plus H, 2 into 3 plus 2, 3 2s are 6 plus 2, 8. So the formula is C3H8, which is nothing but the propane. So in this way you can put the value of n 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and you will get the formula like this. Okay. So this is these are the examples of alkane like methane, ethane, propane. Okay. So now next topic is nomenclature of alkane. Now we will see nomenclature of alkane. How to give the names to alkane. There is the method of nomenclature that is known as IUPAC nomenclature system. Now we will consider one alkane, that is methane. So we will take example CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. Okay. So first step is what? We will select the longest chain. Okay. So this is the longest continuous chain. Now we will count the number of carbon atoms. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 carbon atoms are present in this structure. Okay. So if 4 carbon atoms are present, if 1 carbon atom is present, then we will name as meth. We will add the prefix meth, and if 2 carbons are present, then we will add the prefix eth, and if 3, then pro, and for 4 carbon atoms we will add the prefix but. Okay, so here 1, 2, 3 and 4 carbon atoms are present, that's why we will add the prefix but. bute. And in all alkanes, we will add the suffix ane. So the name of this alkane is butane. Okay, have you understood? Now we are going to take recap of what we have learned today. Okay, so we have learned about hydrocarbons. So what is meant by hydrocarbon? Hydrocarbons are the compounds which contain hydrogen and carbon only. These are the organic compounds which contain only hydrogen and carbon. Only two elements are present there. Nothing oxygen, nitrogen. Okay. So only hydrogen and carbon is present there. And in that first hydrocarbon we have seen, that is alkane. So what is meant by alkane? What is the definition of alkane? We have seen the hydrocarbons which contain carbon-carbon single bond. Okay, like this. Carbon-carbon single bond. Between two carbons, single bond is present. Okay. These are the hydrocarbons which contain carbon-carbon single bond, are nothing but the alkanes. So examples of alkanes we have seen, that is methane, ethane, and again we can tell propane, butane, heptane, hexane, heptane, water, etc. Now what is the general formula of alkane? General formula of alkane is CnH2n plus 2, where N is the number of carbon atoms and 2n plus 2 is the number of hydrogen atoms. So again we have seen IUPAC nomenclature of alkane. So how we will give the name to alkane? First of all we will select the longest chain, that is this chain we have selected, and again we will count number of carbon atoms, how many carbon atoms are present in that chain. 1, 2, 3 and 4 carbon atoms are present there. So we will add the prefix, that is bute. Okay, bute. And as this is alkane, that's why we will add the suffix ane. That is the name butane. I hope you have understood and you have enjoyed this session. Thank you.